Welcome back to my channel. Today marks the release of a new banner in DC Dark Legion, so I'm bringing you a comparison video between the Constantine and Nightwing banners. Honestly, both are strong picks, so it's not an easy choice. Since I haven't made a review video for Nightwing before, I'll go into detail about him first. As for Constantine, I'll just cover the basics so we can compare him directly with Nightwing and help you decide which one to go for. Alright, before we start the video, if this is your first time here, or if you've been watching my videos for a while but haven't subscribed yet, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you won't miss out on more awesome content. And don't forget to leave a comment to support and encourage me. Let's get into the video. First, let's briefly introduce Nightwing. He's an assassin, just like Deathstroke, focused on melee combat, but with a playstyle built around fast and deadly damage output. He belongs to two factions, Titans and Bat Family. In my opinion, both factions are fairly average, not too weak, but not overpowered either. That said, I'd rate the Titans slightly higher than Bat Family, mainly because they have strong support heroes like Raven, who can heal, and Cyborg, who can break the enemy's physical armor. Nightwing is also a weapon master, which makes him easy to pair with other powerful heroes like Joker or Deathstroke to boost their attack stats even further. Now let's talk about Nightwing's skills. Skill 1 is quite important. It allows him to focus his attacks on the enemy with the lowest HP. Usually, these are the high damage dealers. However, unlike Deathstroke, who always targets the enemy with the highest attack, this isn't guaranteed. The strength of this skill lies in its ability to quickly take down low HP targets one by one, helping him clean up enemies efficiently. The biggest weakness, though, is when facing enemies who can summon minions, Nightwing will always target the summoned units first. Currently, only Poison Ivy can summon minions right from her first skill, so you'll need to make sure Nightwing is faster than her to avoid this issue. Skill 2 is a passive that stacks crit rate up to 5 times whenever he attacks. This is quite crucial because Nightwing relies heavily on crits. To better understand this, let's move on to Skill 3. He attacks one front row enemy. You can manually choose the target, or if you're playing on auto, he'll hit the enemy with the lowest HP. This skill deals 1500% of his ATK. While that's lower than Deathstroke's damage, remember, thanks to his high crit rate, the actual damage output can be higher. He also gains additional crit damage and crit rate when paired with Bat Family heroes. The Bat Family includes Batgirl, who boosts the entire team's crit rate. The game's description says crit DMG amp, but I believe that's a typo. There's no such stat as crit amp. What makes this skill even more interesting is the special condition. If he defeats an enemy with it, he immediately follows up with an extra hit dealing up to 1000% ATK to the next lowest HP target. This means even if Poison Ivy's minions show up, Nightwing can potentially wipe them out one after another, so it's not a total drawback. Skill 4 is another passive. It deals bonus damage whenever his basic attack lands a critical hit. This is yet another reason why crit rate is essential for Nightwing. Skill 5 boosts both attack and crit rate. As mentioned earlier, these two stats are extremely important for him. By the way, just to clarify, Sting Skill 5 for all heroes increases stats for all heroes as well as for the specific class and faction mentioned in the skill, even if that particular hero isn't currently in your team. So make sure to collect all heroes and increase their star levels as much as possible to raise your overall power score. Overall, Nightwing's skill set is strong when it comes to quickly eliminating enemies thanks to his high crit damage potential. However, his main weakness is survivability. None of his skills help him stay alive like Deathstroke's do. That's why you should try to upgrade him to at least 2 purple stars or higher to make him more viable in battle. Looking at Nightwing's Legacy, as you might expect, both attack and crit damage are the key stats here, perfectly matching his playstyle. His Legacy boosts focus on increasing base attack and crit damage. Both of his Legacy skills are centered around dealing physical damage and boosting crit-based output. If his crit rate exceeds 100%, the excess will be converted into up to 30% bonus physical damage, making his hits even more deadly. On top of that, whenever he defeats an enemy, he regains 10 energy. So he doesn't have to worry about Poison Ivy's minions draining his momentum. Defeating them actually helps him recharge faster. Overall, Nightwing's Legacy is a perfect fit for his kit and significantly boosts his combat effectiveness. All right, now let's briefly go over Constantine. He's a magical hero who specializes in ranged AoE damage, making him easier to build compared to Nightwing. Constantine's main strengths lie in his powerful wide area attacks and his ability to burn enemies, making it very hard for them to survive. If you build the right team around him, his AoE damage output can be extremely high. However, his main drawback is that he needs to wait until his second ultimate to reach maximum damage output. He also performs best when paired with a full Justice League Dark (JLD) team. That said, in my opinion, Constantine is more versatile than Nightwing. He's highly effective in both PvP and PvE modes. On the other hand, Nightwing struggles a bit in PvP. Since you can't manually target enemies in auto battles, he might end up hitting the wrong targets, especially if Poison Ivy is faster and summons minions first. This can disrupt Nightwing's damage flow significantly. So if I had to choose between the two, I'd go with Constantine.
I got this.
Now, let's break down both banners to help you make the final decision. First, let's talk about the banner duration. Constantine's banner will end in 2 weeks, while Nightwing still has 4 weeks remaining. Based on this timeline, and considering Constantine's higher overall usefulness, it's a good idea to focus on Constantine first until his banner ends. After that, you can switch to Nightwing. This strategy works best if your Constantine hasn't reached Purple Star yet. If he's already there, then feel free to just start investing in Nightwing. But if you want to make Constantine even stronger, there's no harm in going all in on him. As for me, I've had terrible luck with Constantine so far. Still stuck at 5 white stars after spending 200 anvils. Someone please send me some sympathy. Now let's take a look at the 3 featured legendary heroes with high drop rates in each banner. In Constantine's banner, 2 out of the 3 heroes are very solid picks, Mara and Green Arrow. Mara is a great healer, while Green Arrow serves as a reliable damage dealer. Both are still widely used by many players. On the other hand, in Nightwing's banner, only Green Arrow is considered consistently useful. The Atom, while capable of dealing high damage, leaves the battlefield after using his skill, which is a huge risk for your team's overall performance. Red Hood dives into the middle of the enemy team, making him quite hard to keep alive. That said, depending on your team composition, Red Hood might still be helpful for some players. Based on all this, I still recommend that you focus on Constantine's banner for now. Once it ends, then you can shift your resources to Nightwing's banner. That's the end of today's video. I'll see you in the next one. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like it and subscribe to the channel for more great content. Thanks so much for watching.
Let's get high tech.